After a chaotic move to the delightful fiefdom of King Charles III, I finally managed to get a bit of time to sit down and try out Star Citizen 3.24.2 on the PTU. Voy dude, I cannot hear you rejoice. Welcome back! Thank you, handsome viewers. So here's my first impression video of 3.24.2, which I'm pretty sure we all hope will be the last patch before we get some kind of 4.0 mega hype Jesus Star Citizen build to play and enjoy with some kind of server meshing, hopefully before the end of the year, who the f knows. According to the patch notes that I cannot read, the character creator has got some love and attention, so we've updated our beautiful Voidyvid's Maislian with the sandworm tattoo as a tribute to all the epic space adventures we've had stealing unfortunate citizens' illegal space sex eggs at Brio's Breakyard over the years on day June Rackmorris Mar. Then we select the harsh streets of Law Londonville as our starting location to mimic my life now, and because apparently every other starting location was broken at time of recording. So let's begin. Eventually, we encounter our first entitled 3.24.2 poser on the tube, who actually gives us a really good look at the high-fidelity character modeling and tattoo technology, as well as one of the new DEI hairstyles.
Hello!
Then we spawn the best ship in the game, even though you now need a co-pilot to control the lower two size 5s now for some reason, and because I recorded this before CIG gave privileged content creators access to the new highly anticipated RSI Zeus. We'll definitely make a best Star Citizenship review show video on that ship once I get more time to play, but for now we're in a Drake Interplanetary Corsair, and as you know, all good ships have a name, so I decided to call this one Zeus Schmoose. We check to see if the move all button to transfer gear into boxes is still broken, and it's 100% non-functional. So good luck playing the clicky drag move game if you have tons of stuff that you want to take to another space station with you when 3.24.2 eventually goes live. I noticed that the store all boxes have had a branding update, which is cool, but I really feel like we're scratching the bottom of the barrel for positive things to say about this patch at this point. But let's move on to the new wow fancy MFDs.
Wow, dude. Fancy.
Yeah.
The actual legibility of the fonts on the displays has gotten a bit better. However, my biggest issue, at least for the Corsair, is that there are still many instances of overlapping text, making the dissemination of information unnecessarily difficult. It's only been 12 years, so hopefully with a bit more time the UI can get more refined, but at least we have actually distinct icons now for all the different quantum markers of moons, surface side locations, and stations, which is neat. Moving to a new country has been a wild whirlwind of pure chaos energies from beyond the warp, and I haven't had much time to sit down properly and experience the best of what this patch has to offer, like how ship components apparently now make quite a difference and we can actually make customized and meaningful builds for our ships. But with the limited time that I've had available, I decided to immediately head to Brio's Breakyard to see if the cargo elevators are still braking if you look at them the wrong way, and upon arriving it didn't take long for this one to stop working. This is really sad, because if you're new to the channel, selling things illegally is literally what I live for in Star Citizen, so hopefully this gets fixed sooner than later. I then pressed F2 by mistake while on the Zeus Schmoose, which opened the map, and I noticed even more illegible text, and it really feels like Star Citizen is taking the idea that your average player has the literacy of a medieval peasant child way too far. I was about to leave Brio's Breakyard to go somewhere else when a Hercules C2 popped up nearby, so what a great time to test more illegibility mechanics by putting the new scanning MFD to good use. The actual process of scanning seemed to be a lot faster now, and you need to hold F and click the cargo tab to see the results and contents of the ships you've scanned. According to this scan, there's nothing on board but a Pinkman 777, but we're a diligent PTU tester and need to know if there's undetected cargo on board. We're on a Drake Dragonfly now, and as you know, all 6 space bikes have a name, so I decided to call this one in the Pink, and it's time for an incredibly drawn out, untactical and honestly quite sloppy boarding maneuver.
One eternity later.
We finally got one in the Pink through the stink, and the cargo hold does in fact appear to be empty. So the new MFD scanning screen in fact did not lie to our medieval peasant child brain, but that doesn't mean we shouldn't investigate further.
How's it going, man? You good, bro?
Just as I suspected, the ship is being piloted by Space Bob Marley. What a great time to engage in some diplomacy and possibly get his thoughts on Star Citizen 3.24.2.
What do you think of the patch?
Oh well, never mind. Thank you channel Patreons and channel members for all your support. Thinking of pledging to this ludicrous space game? Then use one of the referral codes on screen now for a free 5,000 starting credits. If you enjoy my content and don't want to see little Voidy Jr. end up as an actual real life drug mule and want to help keep this channel going, check the links in the description. Buy some epic merch, consider the join button below, and follow me on Twitch at twitch.tv/voidude or right here on YouTube for mediocre live streams. I'll be streaming a lot more often during the week leading up to CitizenCon, so be sure to pull in, come say hi, and join myself, It's Not Fair, and Nerve and others from our crew for an awesome CitizenCon watch party next weekend, October the 19th and 20th. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you around the verse. Cheers.